Next time you're in the office, take a moment to look around your floor. Count how many people you see between 40 and 50. In many modern firms, you might struggle to find more than 2 or 3. For decades, the career path followed a predictable arc. You traded loyalty and hard work for a stable position that was supposed to carry you safely to retirement at age 60. That arc has been severed. Major service giants are now initiating large-scale layoffs that specifically target middle and senior management, the very people who were just a few years away from that finish line. This purge has become standard operating procedure across the global tech sector. Experienced staff are being systematically removed from the payroll, making the 45-year-old employee a rare sight in the halls of major corporations. This exit occurs right as financial obligations reach their peak. By your mid-40s, you are likely carrying a 30-year mortgage, car loans, and high international schooling costs. The stable corporate job reveals itself as a financial time bomb. It detonates at the exact moment your personal debt is at its highest, leaving you with decades of financial commitments and no clear path to pay them. To understand why a veteran is suddenly seen as a liability, we have to look at the corporation's internal math. We need to see how experience eventually becomes a negative on a balance sheet. The global outsourcing model relies on one rule: cost over talent. Projects move to India because the price of labor is low enough to justify the logistical complexity of working across time zones. A starting US developer costs roughly 1 crore rupees a year. In Bangalore, that same work starts at 15 to 20 lakhs. But as that Indian employee gains experience and their salary approaches 70 lakhs, the scale levels out. The original cost-saving advantage evaporates. When that cost gap closes, the senior employee breaks the outsourcing model. They are no longer a high-value asset. They are an expensive outlier that the spreadsheet can no longer justify. Companies now face a structural dilemma. They have a layer of expensive middle managers who spend their time overseeing work rather than executing it, a role the company is eager to eliminate. The math is brutal. For the price of one 45-year-old manager, a company can hire 10 entry-level freshers. A single manager often brings lower energy and more family distractions to the table. In contrast, 10 hungry graduates provide a massive surge in raw output and focus for the exact same monthly spend. This demographic is also facing a second external threat: the integration of artificial intelligence into the daily corporate workflow. The core duty of middle management, reviewing work and analyzing processes, is being automated. Data from the World Economic Forum indicates that 70% of these analytical management tasks are now being handled by machines. Between a massive pool of cheap graduates and the rise of automated review software, the traditional middle manager has been rendered functionally obsolete. For those who fail to adapt, the aftermath is grim. Many corporate veterans find their skills are too specialized for a changing market, forcing them into low-margin gigs or unrelated retail work just to cover their remaining EMIs. Survival past 45 requires a shift in how you prove your worth. You must demonstrate that you save the company more money through efficiency than you cost them in salary. This is achieved through the T-shaped skill strategy. The vertical bar represents your core professional skill, the specific job you were hired to do. The horizontal bar represents adjacent high-leverage skills like AI implementation, strategic foresight, or financial analysis. Mastering these horizontal skills allows you to use AI to automate the review and management tasks that used to require a whole team. By doing the work of 10 people through technology, you negate the labor arbitrage math and become a cost saver for the firm. Corporate loyalty is a myth. The spreadsheet is the only reality. Navigating the second half of your career requires constant evolution to ensure you are always the most efficient option on that ledger.